about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to take a shot.
Good catch.
Traffic intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return. He hands him the ball at the 32.
Like,
That
what?
is what we call in the industry
That's
a rather
insane.
inauspicious start.
No doubt, Reese. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's deep.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense set for a first down play. Now on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long and field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
And it's incomplete and the defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick and creating some big mojo for your team.
Run in the red zone. It's James. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for space. It's Etienne. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's back. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking left. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Going for the big play. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, Football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it. Autzen Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. The calendar has been circled for both teams in this one. Two of college football's elite, ready to go head-to-head in a top-5 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's James. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Early in the game, pass complete. Great job. Sets up a manageable fourth down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They're intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Makes his connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 14, Oregon.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll turn to Martinez. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll immediately call timeout. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 21, Oregon, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity. But great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Martinez. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gets it out quickly. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Makes the catch. It's James. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw...
Looking deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And now the ball is free in the end zone. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Canes moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And the Hurricanes will have it first and 10. Give to the back. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets away. Finds his man, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The Hurricanes are on the move. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Martinez. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking at a 2nd and short now. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what...
Oh, look out. The ball's free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kane.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
28, Oregon, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's going for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. Obliterates him, still on the move. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to...
Touchdown, Miami! What a grab and go for the score. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe...